Arlo and the missing last word. In the town of Folio lived Arlo, a boy who loved stories so much he thought the world itself was written in ink. He spent all his days in the great archive, a circular library holding every book ever written. But one day, the head librarian sighed. "We are missing the very last word of wisdom, the word that completes everything." Arlo knew he had to find it. Where does wisdom go when it's lost? He wondered. He sought out Cardus, the oldest mapmaker, whose study smelled like dust and distant shores. Cardus was busy sketching coastlines that changed every time the tide went out. Cardus pointed a shaky finger at a fading line. "That last word," he rasped, "must be beyond the edge of the known map, where the sea turns into blank paper." He handed Arlo a tiny, perfect wooden boat and a copper compass that only pointed one way, to the word question. Arlo packed only ink, paper, and courage. He set sail immediately, navigating past the illustrated islands, where dragons lived in the margins, and the peninsula of poetry, shaped like a perfect sonnet. The compass needle trembled but held steady on question. Soon, the vibrant blue waters faded. The sky became pure, dazzling white. Arlo felt the wind change from a gentle breeze to a confused roar. He had reached the edge. He looked ahead, and there was nothing but blinding, unwritten space. A massive gust, the whisper wind, blew past him, filled with forgotten vowels and abandoned verbs. "Is that the word?" Arlo shouted, quickly trying to catch the sounds with his pen. But the ink only recorded scribbles: bliffle, gloomph, zilch. Next, he faced the blank mountain. It was taller than anything on the map, yet it had no color, no texture, and no name. It was just an imposing shape of perfect white silence, demanding to be defined. Arlo put down his pen, frustrated. How can I describe something that doesn't exist yet? Then he realized the mountain was waiting for his words. He uncapped his ink and wrote, "Tall, gray, waiting." Suddenly, faint shadows appeared, giving the mountain depth. Finally, Arlo reached the absolute end. He peered over the horizon, expecting a shimmering final word, but there was only the crisp, clean line where the world stopped and the back of the map began. The missing last word wasn't a discovery. It was an invention. Arlo sailed home, but he wasn't empty-handed. He dipped his pen in the salty sea and wrote a word across the blank edge of the map, right where he had stood. Begin. When he returned to Folio, the head librarian smiled. Arlo hadn't brought back the last word for the archive, but he had found the first word for his own story.